So this is very authentic, genuine leather, 20-year-old leather, by the way. So take a look at this. There's no tears. I'm trying to preserve this. It should be a little bit more soft, less stiff. And so we got this unprotected outside, no garage, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and protect this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a good clean. I'm not sure the last time it was clean. I used the Griots 3-in-1 when I first got it, but let's give it the proper treatment. So I was a huge fan of Lexol, Lexol, back in the 2010s, but apparently this might be the replacement about a decade later or so, 15 years later or so. It's gonna go ahead and unclog the pores so it can take to the conditioner very well. Let's go ahead and clean this up first before we get into the conditioning of it. That's the main part. So they say go ahead and dampen a lint-free cloth with cleaner, then gently wipe down leather. So we're gonna be a bit liberal with this, as you can see. And then just gonna go ahead and wipe it down. We're not gonna oversaturate it as they say, but gonna get into it. Nice little lather. This actually goes a long way, so I see why they said don't oversaturate. And this is the jean dye from Lord knows when, how long. Some of my raw denim, but just gonna get them pores open so I can receive the conditioner. Can't forget the extended leather on the UL. I know MLs and CLs, well, MLs have this right here, but I'm talking about this. And we're also gonna go ahead and hit the vinyl while we're at it to give it a nice little cleaning all around. Now look at the steering wheel. I mean, this is where all the oils are and everything, but sheesh, that's dirty. And I'm getting the nice little shine off. So we'll see how much this restores once we're done on the steering wheel. The seats were not remotely this bad, but steering wheel, all the hand oils, my hand oils, your hand oils, previous owner's hand oils, you get the point. But yeah, let's spend some time on that. All right, so it definitely cleaned it up. A lot of the oils and the shines are now removed, and this is the result. Now, this is excessive. If you see your seats looking like this, you're already done, right? Your seats are already cooked. What this indicates is the leather has broken down enough that the protective coating has allowed for the dye to run off and everything, and given us is oil, these are oils and everything too. But if you see this, just be mindful that this is attention needed. We're gonna get this replaced eventually. The wood is cracked and everything. We're gonna go aftermarket, of course. This is the least of my worries for this car. It's fine, but we're gonna go ahead and put a light. We may or may not put conditioner on this because it's just so far gone. It got real gummy before it dried, but right now it's just fine. And that lets me know it's not too far gone. Still compromised, but not too far gone. So just something that you know, if you're doing this to your car, any leather section of your car, be mindful that this might happen, and this is the reason why. All right, so we're all done with the cleaning aspect of the job. We're gonna go ahead and allow adequate timing. 1 to 2 hours is recommended, but we're gonna do it overnight. Be back tomorrow after it's fully dried for the conditioner. All right, so the leather's all clean. We allow for adequate drying time, multiple days. You just need few hours really, and we're gonna go ahead and get this conditioner on. They say you can wait up to 2 hours, at a minimum of 2 hours, but overnight. We're gonna do this overnight, allow us some time to really absorb. They say less is more, but based on the condition of these and what I've seen online, what I'm gonna do is kind of be liberal with the application. I don't want streaking. I want it to be consistent all the way through. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And we're gonna go ahead and open this up, put it on there. I'll show you the amount that I'm about to use. So this is an oil base. This is not a water base. It is like honey, that's why they call it. So we're gonna start off with this. give it a consistent coverage. See how this looks like. And this leather is dry enough that it's just really absorbing it. So we're gonna have to apply a little bit more. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Matter of fact, it's stretching. Not a bad thing, it just lets you know that this leather is dehydrated and needs some oil. Like I said, this is not water-based, this is oil-based, so it's going to penetrate the pores of the leather. Lexol is water-based, so it kind of sits on top. If you have some deeply dehydrated leather that you need to absorb in like this, I'm talking like old 20-year-old leather, anywhere in between, get this. Seriously, I've worked with Lexol before, and just want to make sure it absorbs in. I can tell the difference for sure, and it's been a decade since I used Lexol. Be back after I get the rest of this. I just wanted to show y'all a little pearl finish. It is raining, which is not ideal. I'll clean that up, but you can see a nice little pearl finish all throughout. And when I say that this product really absorbed into this, let's call it what it is, neglected leather, we're going to allow this to soak overnight to get very, very, very deep conditioning. But even though you can see like a little pearl, a little shine to it, that's going to subside as the dehydrated leather absorbs the oil. And we'll be back tomorrow once we allow this to absorb and wipe it down for the residual, and that's going to be fully conditioned, deep conditioned. So this is overnight, and there's a little shine to it, but it really absorbed a lot of it. There's nothing sitting on top. That's exactly what you want. I'm going to take the clean side of this microfiber towel that we used yesterday. Let's see the difference here. See the shine. Still natural shine. So definitely a better spot than where we were at. We're gonna go ahead and wipe all these down, and I'll come back with the final results. I have to say, I'm very impressed. This is a few days, about 4 days after the excess has been removed, and this is the end result, the natural shine. And this light is not helping, but you can see how supple this leather is now. Look at that. I couldn't do it. Look at that creasing. Very plush. Restored the finish very well. Other side, I did the same. I think it's worth redoing it, and you can 100% do the multiple applications on this for severely dry, neglected leather. And let's call it what it is. It's a good condition leather here, but it has been neglected. So look at this. This is not the same suppleness. You can see how stiff that is. That's how this one over here was originally versus that. Look at that. So we're gonna run this one back, but that is a very great product. I highly recommend it on raw leather to absorb on it. And I'm gonna wrap this up today, man. It's been another episode of BWI, the ATXF, the channel. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already for LS 430 content. That's still on the way. I think I had something in my beard. Appreciate y'all for watching. Till next time.